Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you can tell, I am in a random field somewhere. I'm actually not even in Wales. I'm in northeast of England, up near Newcastle. Reason being, as some of you may have seen actually, I've been guesting on the Cade Media Tour de France Special Edition podcast. And it's been a blast. I've really enjoyed it actually. It's been a very good experience, and also an educating one, seeing their whole setup and how they do things. And obviously like Francis has been doing this for years, but Jimmy and Emily as well, the whole team, like getting to meet them and sort of bouncing ideas off them, and just being like a small cog in this big wheel, to use a cycling analogy. But anyway, like, it's been a really good couple of days. I've been up here 3 days now. I'm driving 7 hours back to South Wales tonight. But yeah, I've just really enjoyed it. I think I'm missing out on the Queen stage, the one that starts in Nice, the penultimate day before the finish, the final time trial. And I'm actually attending a wedding, so I would have loved to have done it, but duty calls. And I think it's been a really interesting tour, and I would have loved to have had longer conversations on the podcast. And likewise today they're going over the bonnet, and I think going up to that elevation, I've only ever been up to I think 2,500 meters. I think like the Galibia is probably the highest mountain I've ever been on, and that was really high. I just think these guys at the end of this race are going up to the bonnet, and likely everything's going to kick off on there. It's going to be scary. I just love talking about it. I'm very passionate about it because it's the lifestyle that I lived, in a previous life before I started doing this, and I can relate to a little bit of what they're doing. The multi-day racing, the fatigue, the power numbers, the peak power numbers. I can do that 7 watts per kilo, just not for the time period they're doing it for. But it's been great to share some of my personal experience on that podcast. And I think judging by the comments, which I love reading them, I think you were pleasantly surprised when you saw my little face appear on their screen. And I hope you've enjoyed it. And actually the last 3 days while I've been here, I've been getting out early in the morning. I've met up with a couple of old friends and some new friends now, and done some riding. So it's been pretty hectic, some hectic days. I think today's been my favourite ride, going up onto, like, out through Concert, out of the city, and it's essentially all been cycle pathing. This is the last 10 miles or so of the ride, but it's been very quiet and very lovely riding around this area. And I think the amount of cycle path and the amount of gravel, I think maybe you're very spoilt up here. They've been pretty hectic days. The alarm's been going off at like 6:30, and I've been doing some laptop stuff, emails, coaching, and then also been getting out on the bike, doing 2.5-3 hours. And then I'm actually glad I brought the gravel bike so I could come out today and do something different. I've been heading off to the studio to do some of the filming and stuff, but also to watch the tour in the afternoon to make sure I know what's happening, what's going on. And to be honest, I would watch the tour anyway. I'm sure lots of us would. The most exciting days, I think a lot of us would just love to sit there for 5 hours and just watch the Tour de France. Well, at least I do anyway. When I was racing all over the world and getting the opportunity to train and race as a job and do those kind of fatiguing events, multi-day stage races, 10 days being the longest, and just learning and honing my trade as a professional. So I can relate in some ways, not completely, to the fact they're doing the Tour de France, but that's why I just love watching it. I think it just brings back all those good memories of like being part of a little group that just go off and try to win a bike race, and that is your sole like mission for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or even a day. Like, it just brings you together, and I do miss those days, and I actually, that's why I love talking about it so much. So I don't talk about it much on my channel, I don't think, but I love talking about it in longer form and sharing that insight and that the experience of what it was like. And that's not to say I was at a level like these guys, but I've had plenty of experience of riding at that level. But yeah, I'm going to finish this ride. It's been a fantastic opportunity. I cannot thank the team enough. So it's time to wrap it up, get home, and get back training for something else. I don't know what that is yet, but we'll figure it out. Catch you in the next video.